33-year resume. I have a resume and you have a resume. If you disagree with me and my way of going to social media with this as though I'm Whack 100 or I'm somebody else, this is not that. This is how you use social media for righteous pressure and righteous correction. You don't have to respond. Just like Cube didn't have to respond. Cube, you know, the whoop whoop, the stuff that I did, you know, with me and him, that was more messy. And I never did it after that, right? But he's out there saying, you know, he got the best diss record of all times. He's still pushing that, trying to compete with Kendrick and Drake, rap beef or whatever, saying Tupac and Biggie wasn't, you know, Hit 'Em Up wasn't the best and such wasn't the best. But, you know, dudes know how to make friends with Common, you know how to make friends with Be Real. Like, you know, everybody, yeah, I think you even doing shows right now with Mac 10 again. But why they take me so personal? You know what I'm saying? Why they get in their feelings with me? You know what I'm saying? Why am I Candyman, the one you ain't supposed to bring my name up or write me out of history and act like I wasn't the major influence in your life, in your camp, you know, in that time that we was together, you know, like whatever. Like, so if I keep quiet, they're gonna write me all the way out of history. And tomorrow ain't promised to me. Why, you know, if Allah chooses to let, you know, to take my life tomorrow, then these writers of history, like, I never existed. So I have to go on record, you know what I'm saying, to defend my legacy and my body of work and my soldier, and give something to my wife and my children and my grandchildren to look up to. Because if I leave it to these guys, they just gonna write me out of history. They just gonna, you know, leave us for dead and act like we never existed and take the credit for all this real FOI soldier business that they was able to benefit from. I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. You know, I gave them time. Minister Farrakhan told me give them time. This was in like 2007, 2008, 2009. I was on this page, like, you know, they know I was a hitter. They know I was a, you know, you know, they know I did my thing, not to other black people. You know, they know I did my thing to the real enemies. DOGG, yeah. I was in Cube's wedding, like, we was close. Yes, I'm the one cut Cube's Jerry curl off. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one was there at the No Vaseline in the studio, you know, giving my, you know, I mean, but that seems like I'm clout chasing. So somebody else said, well, somebody on the internet or something said Whack 100 was talking about you. He wasn't talking about Mace or Cameron Mace. I mean, that, like I said, that's cool. Even if he was, like, Whack 100 is all right with me. Whack 100 is a genius. That's kind of why I'm even doing this. It's not messy, but he showed me with his example the power of social media, the power of your content or your message, or, you know, what you have to say, and it reaches people. We know that this is wartime, so we want beef. We want to see warfare. We want to see beef. We want to see fighting. But for me, I want to show you who we supposed to be fighting online and how we supposed to be fighting. That's all. So salute Whack 100, salute Charleston White, salute Spider Low, salute everybody that I know is, that I know. I don't know them cats like that, but the ones that I know is real street dudes and real hitters, and that's on the internet, that's on YouTube, because that's the new self-employed entrepreneurial bag. So don't get mad or say that I'm clout chasing or something when I do it. Why it's okay when they do it, but when I do it, you know, I'm desperate or I'm bitter or I'm clout chasing, whatever that means. Like, okay, well, I'm telling the real truth that y'all don't know about. Y'all don't have my resume. Y'all don't have my relationships with these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have my story. Y'all don't got my experience. So if I decide to open up and speak on it, I'm going to speak on it wisely. I'm going to speak on it respectfully. You know, I represent a nation. I represent a Messiah. So the parts that I be wrong on, if I'm wrong on, that's me. You can't charge that to Minister Farrakhan or the Nation of Islam. Anything I'm out of line or out of bounds about, you charge that to me. Minister Farrakhan ain't send me online to talk on the, like, they really don't want us talking, you know, FOI or NOI, people talking like this. Because usually we're too emotionally immature, or we, you know, we just not prepared like Minister Farrakhan has been over decades of time of knowing how they're gonna twist your words in the media, or knowing how they're gonna try to clickbait you or troll you or whatever. So I'm familiar with all of that. But yeah, like I said, if you got something you want to speak on for a couple of seconds, yeah, just hit it, and I'll bring you in. Bo Rock.
My guy.
Man, please talk to me. What's your thoughts?
First and foremost, me myself, I've never been a strip club dude. I've never been in the strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal character. But what I did want to say in addressing that issue, that, you know, I understand your point. I understand exactly where you're coming from. You know, I even understand the need to address certain things, but I do want to also paint the other side. You know,
You know, I'm all ears. You know, I respect
you know,
everything you say.
yeah, because you know, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? That's my bro.
That's my
You know what I'm saying? I love.
bro and my homie too.
Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. And what I do want to say is, as much as this is getting light and light is being shed on this, maybe to his discredit, you know what I'm saying? Not enough light is being shown on the other things that he do also. You know what I'm saying? Like he do put on events for children. You know what I'm saying? That go on often at the compound. You know what I'm saying? He even dresses up himself in characters. He dress up as a clown. He dress up as a dinosaur, whatever the case may be, to entertain the kids. You know, I've been myself to a personal event that he did for handicapped kids. You know what I'm saying? In his little organization, you know what I'm saying, for disabled kids, So I do want to say that, even though there is this side, you know what I'm saying, there's also that other side. And I just need him, as well as yourself and everybody else, to also promote that and also be familiar with that side, because everybody in life, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We all get caught up in the glitz, the glamour, or whatever the case may be in the pursuit of what we're pursuing, But again, I don't want it to be like just a one-sided picture, because of this particular incident that has come about. Again, I totally understand where you're coming from. I actually agree with where you're coming from, in a lot of aspects. A lot of things need to change in our community, you know what I'm saying, especially within hip hop. Number one, you know what I'm saying, just the support of where we put our support at and what artists we put our support behind, and the things that they do that we condone and don't really speak on. And if we gonna speak on, I think it's well timed. Like Cat Williams said, we in a time of truth. I think it's well timed. If we're gonna address things like Snoop and opening up the club, then there needs to be addressing about black people's support of artists like Sexy Red rapping about their booty hole, other artists, and this whole culture that we have now of basically destruction and exploitation. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of the old days. You remember Sambo, the old Sambo? You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminds me of. I just seen a video not too long ago of a country western artist, performing in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? And I listen to country western, so that's why I tuned in. What I didn't expect was for this white man to bring Sexy Red out on the stage to twerk for the
Right.
audience. She didn't rap. She didn't rap. She didn't do nothing. She just came out there and twerked.
Right. And that's directly related to strip club activity, right?
It's directly related to where our culture is, period.
But who,
you know what I'm saying? The state
who are the leaders of our culture? So Sexy Red and them is our children's age.
Yeah, but see, here the thing is, this is number one where we're at a disadvantage because the majority of our influencers and leaders outside of the minister and a few others are from the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? Whereas back in the days, we had political leaders that were 9 to 5 job workers, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. People who lifetime was spent dealing with our social issues, not addressing social issues, because it goes along with their stardom. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the entertainers address social issues because they feel that that's something that's required along with their stardom, not because they actually really give a damn. You know what I'm saying? Now, whole different ball game. You've been the same brother, man, since day one when I met you, man. You feel what I'm saying? You even look the damn same. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't even age. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I know for a fact you on the right path in the way that you living, the way that you express yourself, and the way that you carry yourself. But again, it's a bigger problem. Like the other day, I seen actual Queen Latifah, of all people, come out on stage and twerk. You know what I'm saying? She walked out on stage with, I believe it was Janelle Monáe or another artist, and she decided to turn around and start twerking. I'm like, wait a minute, that's Queen Latifah.
Right.
This is ladies
Right.
first. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? This is Miss Who You Calling the Bitch. You know what I'm saying? And so I see where our entire race is going. You know what I'm saying? Our entire race is going in the direction to where it needs to be changed. You know what I'm saying? In
So
which way we're heading.
not to cut you off, but somebody is leading that. There's leaders and there's followers. So there's influencers and leaders of a certain age that's now, you know, mega star, that if this is what they're luring with and saying this is the subject that you have to be on to get to where I'm at, then that's automatically directly infecting or influencing the mind of the next generation. Ain't no way our generation is supposed to be participating in none of that. We supposed to be square, family man. We supposed to be doing, what Cube is doing. Like as much problem as I had in the past with Cube, he started doing Are We There Yet? Big Three basketball. He ain't, he still do whatever he doing. I be on his head about that. I be on everybody's head about it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just KAM. My job is just to put it out there, get their blood off my hands. They gonna do what they gonna do. But they ain't gonna be able to say that KAM didn't say nothing about it.
Yeah, well, I've always viewed you as of like I don't want to use the word I would say liaison for lack of better words.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I always look at you as a liaison, you know what I'm saying, for the minister, you know what I'm saying, between the minister and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And to make sure, hip hop stays aware, of our true identity. You know what I'm saying? And our true culture. I don't even really like using the word culture when it comes to addressing hip hop because we are the only race of people on the face of this planet that identifies our culture with a genre of music. You feel what I'm saying? We are the only ones. Everybody else they identify their culture with their history. You know what I'm saying? And where they actually come from and their deep rooted history. Ours is we say hip hop is our culture. We don't even include jazz no more. We don't even include country music or rock and roll no more, even though we invented all of them. You know what I'm saying? Those are part of our culture. We don't include, old black exploitation movies. We don't include just the history itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so easy for them to try to take black history out of the schools. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even honor it ourselves. We say our culture is music
Right.
genre. You know what I'm saying? And what hip hop started in 1972. So that means, you know what I'm saying, we only recognized as a black culture from 1972 to now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what was going on before 1972? We wasn't cultured. We didn't have no culture. Where was our culture then? So in a lot of ways, I don't even like identifying our culture as hip hop, but that's the norm of what people say nowadays.
Yeah,
And
agree with you. I agree
I
with you,
just,
but I do want to get back to the subject. What is your advice to me? What you know? if you don't know what I've already tried, I don't know when you hopped on the live and you heard.
Just straight up. Uh, if if you are that adamant and serious about it, I would go a different route than the boycott. I would
What's the
actually,
route? What's the route?
I would reach out to the minister, or I would reach out to one of the other brothers that's respected. You know what I'm saying, and have them call him for a sit down. You know what I'm saying? See, because you've reached out to it. You tried to reach out to him for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I would almost guarantee you, if the minister was to reach out to him and said that he wanted to sit down with him, you know what I'm saying? There's enough respect there. You know what I'm saying? And there's enough admiration and there's enough humbleness, you know what I'm saying, within my homeboy to where I know he would sit down with him.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
well, this is my view on that, right? Jesus said, and they know that we see Farrakhan as the Jesus, the fulfillment of walking in the footsteps of Jesus. And Jesus
Mm-hmm.
said, you know, if you haven't done this for the least of these, my followers, you haven't done it also unto me or for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Farrakhan is going on 92 years old. He just turned 91 years old, right? Certain things I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to trouble him with. I'm going to handle it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because it's not about a personality or a leader or whatever that you're supposed to respect. You're supposed to respect the principle,
But
not the personality. You're
would it
supposed to
be
respect the principle.
would it be troubling to him? Do you think that? Do you think something like that would be troubling to him? I actually, you know, I actually,
Do you know his health condition?
yes, I do. Yes, I do. You know, and I know, you know, when you get in those stages of health, you know, your main concern is, you know, family, love, and continue on with, you know, your mission that you've been put here for. You know, but I, again, you know, even if it wasn't the minister, I don't know who's the mosque right here on, what's the brother name from the mosque right here on, I believe it's on Vermont.
You talking about formerly brother Minister Tony Muhammad?
Yes.
Yeah, well, like, you know, and this is no disrespect, but SNOOP has never declared Minister Tony or Minister Malik, his name is Malik now, as his leader. You know what I'm saying? And so he might, you know, feel like he feel about me, like, well, I deal with him whenever I
Okay.
get around to it.
See, but then that goes back to my original point. You know, if it's a case to where, you know, DOGG has addressed the minister, you know what I'm saying, Farrakhan as his leader, then wouldn't it behoove, you know, the situation to,
I'm going to take that into consideration. You make a great point. You know, I'm going to take that seriously into consideration immediately.
you know, and I believe it would be, if taking that route, you know, it actually might be better received. You know, I know some things are a jagged little peel that have to be swallowed, you know,
So, so, so
but
now
at the same time, at the same time, at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We both know that in today's time and era, you know, there's a certain reluctancy and there's a certain resentment that comes along with conversations, requests, addressing issues, you know, via the public. I'm not going to even say social media. I'm going to say the public, period, because even before there was social media, you know what I'm saying, if somebody ran to the newspaper, you know what I'm saying, or you ran the Source magazine, or you ran the rap pages, and you expressed your beef with another artist, or expressed the beef with something that has something to do with the industry or a gripe, before you actually address that, you know, particular situation or individual, it would just be received different, you know. So I'm just
I hear
trying.
that. I hear that. But did we consult the minister before we chose to do the things that we do? And then what are we going to do when the minister is no longer among us? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't we practice whatever methods that we're going to have to use?
Okay, so why not take the what ifs out of it? You know what I'm saying? We are in a present time and space. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to deal with what if the minister was not here. You know what I'm saying? Because the minister is here. Glory be to God right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's deal with the actual factual of the fact that he is here now.
Okay, yes,
That
sir.
this issue is among us right now at this present current moment. And at this present current moment, we are sitting online addressing that issue. And the only thing I'm offering is another option on a way to address that might just be received a little better. You know what I'm saying? Because again, when I'm not gonna say that the homie has an ego. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, as us coming from the hood, we all got a little bit of bravado about ourselves. Every last one of us. It's the way we was raised. It's just the man in us. It's the way a lion go check another lion, you know what I'm saying, in the turf, or when they roll up on them, you know what I'm saying, or when another pit bull see another pit bull, you know what I'm saying. It's got to be some sniffing around a little bit first before we just become cool and wagging tails, you know. So, you know, when things are brought to you a certain way, you know, because who knows, the homie might be watching now, he may not be watching, you know, but believe me, there's somebody who is watching who's going to relay the message to him, and the message may not be relayed the way that you sent the message.
All right,
You
so
know,
I hear that. So let me say mine. Like, so you saying that the homie might, he has to hopefully receive it in a certain kind of way, and he might be watching, right? Well,
because the end result, is to try to get
hold
the
on.
mission done, right?
Yeah, hold on. So he's the homie, right? I'm more worried about how my God and my leader is receiving things than is they watching, right? You know what I'm saying? So he can hold his position 100%, and you know, we don't have to have no meeting and nothing. This really don't require no meeting. It just requires a correction. I'm putting it out there. Like, whatever you do with it is on you. Like, you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to change. You know what I'm saying? This is just getting the blood off of my hand. This is just a public demonstration and witnessing that KAM used his platform to say what needed to be said to who needed to be said to at the time that it needed to be said. You can do whatever you want to do with the message.
Okay, see,
I'm not
now,
dissing
now,
nobody.
now
I'm not
that's a
dissing
different,
nobody.
that's a different perspective than the perspective of we're talking about boycotting. You know what I'm
We
saying?
shouldn't
See, when you talk
boycott.
about,
Hold on, bro. We shouldn't boycott vices.
I think there's a whole lot more that's destructive in our community on a daily basis that we need to be boycotting. Because
Well,
listen,
we totally
again,
disagree.
now, because here, this is what I say. You know, strip clubs are even known as a place of violence. Okay, but the majority of the violence that happens within our community, that's administered by our own community, does not happen in the strip club. It's not influenced by strippers. You know what I'm saying? So no, hear me out. Because if that was the case, I would say I would stand more at boycotting drill music.
Hold
I would stand
on,
more
I gotta
at,
stop you because now you're doing a fallacy. You going into violence. I'm talking about strip club. I'm talking about our women and girls stripping. That I don't got nothing to do with violence. This got
well,
to do this got to do with the
well,
moral hold on. This got to do with the moral degradation of our women and girls. Don't even bring violence into it.
you have to, because as a father of 4 daughters, I know firsthand that sex and violence run hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? See, we as men might have that denial about that, you know, but for the majority of our women, especially black women, sex and violence go hand in hand. You feel what I'm saying?
Well,
That's why.
let me stop. Let me
No.
stop.
hear me out though. Hear me out though. Because
listen. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna hear you out, but then after that, I'm gonna let somebody else get on here. So I'm gonna be quiet and say your
okay.
piece.
Okay. Only thing I really feel, you know what I'm saying? My whole point of me addressing the situation is that you said if somebody has a better idea of to go about the situation, you know, jump on. And that was my suggestion on a better way to go about the situation is maybe reach out to the minister and you, him, and the minister, because again, your declaration was he declared the minister as his leader. He declared you as his brother that he loved and respected. So I think it's something that will, because in the end result, the point of what you're doing is to have that place not in operation, you know, and you would want somebody to see it your way instead of feeling another way, feeling that, okay, motherfucker just trying to get at me, attack me in another way, versus we sitting down and I'm actually showing you the point that I'm making about how this is not good for us right now. And this is not good for our community right now.
So we 50s. We in our 50s. We don't already know that.
Yeah, we do, but again, we are all human beings. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, going back to Jesus, let he without sin cast the first
No,
stone.
no, stop,
You know, so
stop. Don't see. You keep on suggesting that I'm crucifying or condemning somebody. This is checking somebody. This is correcting somebody. I ain't, don't put me like I'm stoning somebody to death. Don't do that.
okay, well, see, and that's why I went back to my other point about all of us come from the hood. We all come from the streets, and we all have this certain bravado about
It's not.
ourselves. And
It's
some
not.
people,
Bo Rock.
listen,
Bo Rock.
some people just don't receive checking too well. I'm just gonna say it like that. Some people don't receive a checking too well versus a sit down and bro, I need you to see this my way. You know what I'm
Let
saying?
the chips fall where they gonna fall. Then that's what I say about it.
Hey,
Because I'm not on no gang bang tough guy stuff. I'm tough about righteous principles and about protecting the respect and the sanctity of our women and girls. So if I'm too tough, then I'm too tough. Like let it be what it is. Then.
I hear you, my brother. I hear you, my brother. You know, in the end, um, I want the same thing you want. You
No,
know, so
I love you, bro. I mean, I love dog. I love it. But certain things got to be done. And since I tried for years to do them privately, this subject, this was the straw that broke the camel's back. This strip club thing,
and
right?
then
You know what I'm saying?
also keep this in mind though. Keep this in mind though. It says Boss Lady presents the
Exactly.
Players
I
Club.
know.
And we all know that Boss Lady is Boss Lady. You know what I'm saying? And if Boss Lady come with her own on what Boss Lady want to do, Boss Lady is going to pursue what she want to pursue. So this might be a case of a husband stepping back and letting his wife pursue what she wants to
I
pursue.
I hear you. I hear you. But if the role of a man, that's why I wouldn't get at her. You make a great, excellent point. I know all of that, right? And my wife got a good relationship with Shantae. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
they don't. It's not no long term, long standing or whatever. But it's never my place. It's disrespectful for me to get at another man's wife, my brother's wife, about any business. I got to talk to him.
Hmm.
Men got to talk to men, and he can talk to her.
Uh-huh.
You know what
That's
I'm
that
saying?
that's true and exact. That's true and exact. You know, I was just again,
I
um,
know you doing it, can you doing it? You doing it? Blessed are the peacemakers, but it's not war. It's not beef.
yeah, yeah. I know that. I know that. I know it's all love. You know, and in the end, we all will want what's best for us, all of us.
Right.
You know, and I know he do too. You know,
I believe
he
so. I
yeah, he
believe
love his
so.
people. He love his people, and he want the best for his people. You know, and again, I just think that if y'all have that sit down, You know what I'm saying? I think your point could be seen and understood and even received, you know what I'm saying, better actually coming from you than coming from one of the people who seen your post, you know?
Yeah, and like I said, I'm immediately taking that into consideration, Bo Rock. Like I hear you and I listen. Like I hear and I obey. Like I'm not, just because we got bravado, but I still hear and obey. So I'm going to actually try to do that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as possible. That's not my priority though, but
Mhm.
that's on the top of my list of altering, my methods right now.
Okay, most definitely. You know, we definitely. I'm gonna let you go on that note so somebody else can jump on here. But we definitely need to connect more, man. We always say it, but we
I
definitely
know.
need to
All
connect
right.
more. You
All
know what I'm
right.
saying? Because I love our conversations every time we have them, man.
Man, and
You
you
know.
my G, you know what I'm saying? I love you, bro. Like I said, I shut up and listen, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna holler more offline or whatever, but I just want everybody to know, like, Bo Rock is my G. He a real one, like, you know what I'm saying? He was always, there in every capacity from, the bull to the positive to the negative. So it ain't nothing but big respect. And I know you looking out for the homie, you know what I'm saying? And I know
Yeah.
what you're doing, and I love you for it. And that's part of what this is about, because we got to come together on something.
I appreciate the love and respect, and you know it's vice versa. It ain't nothing but love and respect for you, brother. And I wish the best for you.
All right,
Peace and blessings to you.
peace and
All
blessings.
right.
All right, love you, bro.
Love you too.
K-Day 96.3 is the best place to get your message out. They try and say they're about social justice. When the last time you seen me on a K-Day show? When the last time you see me at what they do, a Crush Groove or concert or whatever, even on Mr. Peace Treaty, the most important rap record on the West Coast, in West Coast history, the most important. Y'all name me besides All in the Same